So yeah, I left off pretty much in real time in a sense, and also for the real time I might have left off on a bad time, but in a certain sense I left off on a great time. The last one, and whew, sometimes I be losing. But anyway, I'm just what's it called though? Like I was already thinking, I wanted to leave. Just the, you know, somewhat even could be like the last two topics I want to discuss, but at the same time. Um, as you can kind of see already, you know how I kind of do anyway, keep up with it. But you know, but one thing I will say is like I've been doing right now. But yeah. But oh yeah, I want to say that actually too. So yeah, like I said, that's like four topics right there, all by itself. But I cut off the last one because I couldn't find the one. Pretty much it had to do with great thinkers, but I couldn't find it. And I actually had a book called Great Thinkers too. So actually, if I could find that, I would love to read that book. Uh, and the next thing, I'll just go to the next thing. I might even just go to this thing. Oh yeah, church. I forget the other thing I wanted to say. So church. And the two topics I wanted to do, really, on this video, but I already knew that I would kind of go off and kind of just, I was like, I'm gonna make them, each 5 minutes. But I was like, nah, that's not gonna happen like that. I just be kind of, yeah, think about so much. Not even at once. I really do kind of separate what I'm thinking, but it's at the same time, it's like I do think about a lot at once. Not even at once. It's just like when I'm talking. Oh yeah, that's one thing. That's another thing I wanted to say too. So see, and I even remind myself of stuff. But when I'm talking, also, it's just like sometimes it's like about I'll just say the frequency waves to make it. I wouldn't say simple, but just kind of like in a word or in a sense, or just in like a phrase in a sense. Just like the frequency waves, just like the wave frequency, the brain frequency, just the wave frequency, just the waves, or, like something like that. Mm. I've heard from multiple sources, my voice, just alone, just kind of soothing, and also just I've even, kind of noticed that myself, and just, this, it's not like no, it just is what it is. Sometimes, like, because for instance, like, I'll be like even just this morning, I was like posting videos, and then I was actually who was that? Oh yeah, I was when I was writing, like, I will not, but yeah, I was writing like pretty much like a lot of like pretty much around Equity more. The ones like right before that, I was writing a lot uh, in the description. So I actually posted them, and then when they uploaded or whatever, I went to the description box after actually on the phone and actually listened to them with the headphones on, but on the laptop. So while I was listening, I kind of just it was more like subconscious, like actually like usually I always pretty much listen to what I say, but more so most of the time it's more like it's more conscious. I'm actually paying attention, but sometimes it's like or just like especially then for instance it's just like sometimes just uh, I don't know, it's just like but anyway, and it's funny, I got no, that's not loud, that's crazy, so never mind. But so yeah, about church though, I just say I just learn a lot from it. And it's like I actually do take stuff from church. Like some people say church is like it's like a hope something. You like get filled with hope, and it's like as soon as you leave, like whatever you want to say, like but it's like it goes away. It's just like it's kind of like I forget what they call it and stuff like that. Just like the place kind of like one of them hope places, and just like kind of feeding you false hope. But it ain't even like that necessarily if you take it for what it is. And even just like actually, um, I've been actually when I've been going to church, I've been actually um, reading the Bible as well throughout the week. So I kind of like sometimes take Sunday off in the sense of like the personal Bible study, but even just like just because you get kind of just so. But actually, one applying what you actually get from church, so it's like it might just be the specific church. I don't know, so I don't know, but yeah, just and then just kind of like I'm actually thinking about the sermons even after, like so it might be hope for the moment too, but it might be that the hope isn't necessarily like or just not even hope. It's just like the message, the message, for the most part, it's like it's something, it might be said today, but you can really think about it. You could apply it even like um, next month, next year. You can remember a sermon like one church we went to. I won't say name, just one church we went to. It's like the kids came up and they were like they said the most memorable. They each came up. It was like 15 of them. They each came up and said the most their favorite, or their most favorite, even like something like their favorite like title of the sermon. You know what I'm saying? The pastor, on preach. So that was pretty cool. But even just like yeah, and shit, my dad was I think he was preaching that Sunday. And he was like he remembered like he was like yeah, since the kids came, well I remember my just thinking in the audience, I remember my favorite sermon from you. Like I think he was like it was your first sermon, like 80 something. I mean, so it's like yeah, like you remember stuff. It's kind of like I don't know, but just straight up though. Even if it is like a motivational speaker, and I hear, Freddie Haynes kind of like a motivational speaker too, just, but anyway, yeah, just, kind of like, but yeah, some stuff stick with you, so that's the thing about that, even just period, so if anything, yeah, it's not just, false hope whatsoever, it could be, um, maybe, certain churches like that, but I don't know, but just period, you can't really just put it on totality like that. And dang, the battery went down mad quick. So the next part I wanted to say, well, I'll talk about church more later, but for real. So I'll get to the next part and kind of just wrap it up with this. But a woman's heart should be hidden a woman's heart should be so hidden in God that a man has to seek him just to find her. So it's crazy, but like I've been really, even but it's funny, but I actually found this. What I'm saying is, I actually, the first time I ever saw this, for the most part, was shit. Well, last night slash this morning, but no more than like shit like 14 hours, literally no more than 14 hours ago, so less than a whole day, but I've been like it says, um, that man has to seek him first, and speaking of him, like I said, God. So that really speaking, God, that a man has to seek him first. So a man has to seek God first. So it's like a man has to seek him just to find her. So it's like I actually found this, but I found this through a certain chick, like in a sense, So and I kind of found her in a sense, So it's like, and it's very kind of intricate too how it kind of happened, because but I don't really want to get into that too, especially because the battery's running kind of super low, so I gotta definitely switch gears and charge and all that. But just so it's very interesting. I'm actually gonna treat her in a certain type of way, even just the fact of doing this. But I'm gonna treat her in a certain type of way. But either way, it's like it's just funny. Like this came up and it's like so she don't like be tripping and shit. Let me stop. But just mm. But some people just be putting shit up and they really like. But it's funny, like this is the first, like this is something like super, like it stands out a lot. So I just gotta be honest, but a lot stood out actually. But that kind of stands out a lot to me. I can't really get too much into detail about it. One, just because I don't want to do that, but also just because, like I said, I gotta go. So for the most part, I'm out. I like your boy Uno.